ever stopped to ponder the intricate tapestry of human emotion? 4 centuries ago, a man named Robert Burton did exactly that, and the result was a groundbreaking book by the name of The Anatomy of Melancholy. Today we mark the 400th anniversary of this literary masterpiece. In the 17th century, when Burton penned down his thoughts, society was vastly different from what we know today. It was a time of great upheaval and transformation. Amidst this turmoil, Burton dared to explore the uncharted territories of the human psyche, a landscape that was largely overlooked and undervalued at the time. He delved deep into the labyrinth of human emotions, dissecting each one with the precision of a surgeon and the sensitivity of a poet. The Anatomy of Melancholy is more than just a book. It's a journey through the human soul. Burton illuminated the corners of our minds, illuminating the shadows where sorrow, need, sickness, and trouble reside. He guided us through the valleys of fear and grief and up the mountains of passion and perturbation. His words painted vivid pictures of these emotional landscapes, helping us understand the complexities and contradictions of our own hearts and minds. Burton's work was not just ahead of its time, it was a beacon, shedding light on the unexplored paths of the human psyche. It was a map, guiding us through the maze of our emotions. It was a compass, pointing us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. The Anatomy of Melancholy is a testament to the myriad emotions that make us human. It is a tribute to the beauty and complexity of the human mind. It is a celebration of the diversity and depth of our feelings. It is a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit, even in the face of adversity. As we look back on this 400th anniversary, let us remember Burton's pioneering exploration of the human psyche. Let us appreciate his courage in confronting the complexities of our emotions. Let us honor his legacy by continuing to explore the depths of our own emotions. Indeed, this masterpiece was not just a book, but a mirror reflecting the innermost emotions of mankind. Diving into the depths of the human psyche, Burton introduced us to melancholy, a term that, in Burton's words, encapsulates sorrow, need, sickness, trouble, fear, grief, passion, and the perturbations of the mind. But rather than just a state of sadness, melancholy, as portrayed in the book, is a profound reflection of our existential realities. Brimming with a sense of pensive sadness, melancholy is often without any obvious cause. It is a gentle sorrow, a quiet longing, a tender ache that permeates our being. It is in these moments of introspection, in the silent dialogue between the self and the soul, that we truly get to know ourselves. In the vast landscape of emotions that we traverse, melancholy stands apart. It isn't a pit but a peak, not a hollow but a horizon. It is the twilight of our feelings where light meets darkness, joy encounters sorrow, and the known touches the unknown. Melancholy is the beauty of the bittersweet, the majesty of the mundane, and the charm of the commonplace. Burton paints melancholy not as a defect, but as a part of the human condition, a testament to our capacity to feel deeply, think profoundly, and reflect truly. It is a state that leads us to the core of our being, revealing our vulnerabilities and our strengths, our fears and our hopes, our dreams and our realities. Melancholy, thus, is the poetry of the soul, the symphony of the psyche, and the artistry of the mind. It is the canvas where we paint our deepest thoughts, the stage where we perform our most intimate feelings, and the manuscript where we script our innermost narratives. The beauty of melancholy lies in its simplicity and its complexity, its gentleness and its intensity, its passivity and its potency. It is the mirror that reflects our inner self, the lighthouse that guides us through the stormy seas of our emotions, and the compass that navigates us through the intricate maze of our thoughts. Melancholy, thus, is not merely a state of sadness, but a profound reflection of our existential realities. It is a testament to our ability to feel, to reflect, and to be human. It is the beauty of being alive. While melancholy and clinical depression may seem similar, they are distinct entities. Let's delve into their differences, their nuances, and how to distinguish between the two. Melancholy, as we discussed earlier, is a state of mind. It's a mood, a feeling of sadness that we all experience from time to time. It's a natural human response to certain events or situations. It could be the loss of a loved one, the end of a cherished relationship, or even the simple act of reflecting on life's ups and downs. It's a transitory state, a feeling that comes and goes, like the changing of the seasons. On the other hand, clinical depression, also known as major depressive disorder, is a mental health condition. It's not just a passing mood or a temporary state of mind. It's a persistent feeling of sadness, a sense of despair that lingers and affects every aspect of a person's life. From their thoughts and feelings to their physical health and daily activities, it's not something that one can simply snap out of or shake off. Now, how do we distinguish between melancholy and clinical depression? It's all about the duration, the intensity, and the impact on one's daily life. Melancholy, being a transitory state, doesn't last for long periods. It's like a rain cloud, casting a brief shadow before moving on. Yes, it can be intense, but it doesn't interfere with one's ability to function in daily life. It doesn't stop you from enjoying life's pleasures or fulfilling your responsibilities. It's a temporary phase, an emotional response that fades away with time. Clinical depression, however, is like a storm that refuses to pass. It lasts for weeks, months, or even longer. It's an overwhelming feeling of sadness that doesn't let up. It drains your energy, robs you of your joy, and makes even the simplest tasks seem Herculean. It affects your sleep, your appetite, your concentration, and your self-esteem. It's not just a feeling, but a disorder that requires professional help. So, if you've been feeling down for a while and it's affecting your ability to function, it could be more than just melancholy. It could be clinical depression. You might feel hopeless, lose interest in things you once loved, have trouble sleeping, or experience a change in your appetite. You might feel tired all the time, have trouble concentrating, or struggle with feelings of worthlessness or guilt. These are all signs of clinical depression, and it's important to seek help if you're experiencing them. However, it's also important to remember that everyone's experience with melancholy and clinical depression is unique. What might be a passing phase of melancholy for one person could be a symptom of clinical depression for another. That's why it's crucial to be mindful of your feelings and to seek professional help if you're struggling. In the end, understanding the difference between melancholy and clinical depression isn't just about clinical definitions or technical jargon. It's about understanding our feelings, acknowledging our struggles, and seeking help when we need it. It's about recognizing the complexity of our emotional landscape and respecting the unique ways in which we experience and respond to the world around us. Understanding the difference between melancholy and clinical depression is not just crucial for mental health professionals, but for everyone. So, how can one differentiate between a state of melancholy and a state of clinical depression? As we've journeyed through the world of Robert Burton's The Anatomy of Melancholy, we've discovered that the beauty of melancholy lies in its transient nature. It's a state of reflective sadness, a creative muse, a temporary cloud of sorrow that lifts to reveal the sunshine of joy. Melancholy, as Burton puts it, is an intricate tapestry of human emotions, an essential part of our emotional repertoire. Clinical depression, on the other hand, is a persistent, pervasive condition. It's not the ebb and flow of sadness and joy we experience in the course of our lives. Instead, it's an unyielding wave of despair that drowns out happiness, energy, and the will to engage in life. It's not a source of creativity or profound insight, but a debilitating illness that requires professional intervention. The key difference between melancholy and clinical depression lies in their duration and impact on daily life. Melancholy ebbs away, leaving us enriched and enlightened, while clinical depression lingers, casting a long, dark shadow over our lives. However, it's critical not to self-diagnose based on these differences. If feelings of sadness persist, if they start to interfere with your work, your relationships, or your ability to enjoy life, it's important to seek professional help. Mental health professionals are trained to distinguish between different types of depression and can guide you towards the most effective treatment. In closing, it's worth remembering that understanding our emotions is a crucial part of our journey towards better mental health. The more we learn about the intricacies of our minds, the more equipped we are to navigate the turbulent seas of our emotions. And as we've learned from Burton's The Anatomy of Melancholy, Even our darkest emotions have their own unique beauty and purpose. Remember, understanding our emotions is the first step towards achieving better mental health. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the depths of your mind.